Jake Morrison sat in his chair looking at computer screens. He was a captain on a space station that flew around Earth. The station was built to protect Earth from danger. Jake had been doing this job for 5 years. He liked the quiet nights, when nothing happened. Today felt different. The machines were making strange sounds. The screens showed weird numbers. Jake called his friend Tony, who worked on the same station. "Tony, come look at this," Jake said into his radio. Tony came running. He was good with computers and machines. Tony looked at the screens and his face went white. "Jake, these readings are crazy. Something big is coming toward Earth," Tony said. Before Jake could answer, the sky above Earth started to change. Big black shapes appeared from nowhere. They were huge, bigger than any building Jake had ever seen. The shapes looked like dark clouds, but they were made of metal. Jake grabbed his radio. "Command, this is Station 7. We have unknown objects above Earth. They are very big." Admiral Lisa Hayes answered from her base deep under the ground. "We see them too, Jake. Get ready for anything." The big ships started to move down toward Earth. Jake counted 12 of them. Each ship was the size of a small city. They had no lights, no windows, just smooth, dark metal that seemed to eat the sunlight. Dr. Kevin Walsh was in his lab in New York when he saw the ships. He studied space and aliens for his job. He had always hoped to meet beings from other worlds. But these ships scared him. They did not look friendly. Kevin called his friend Susan Clark. She worked with metals and building things. "Susan, are you seeing this?" "Yes, Kevin, I'm watching the news. Those ships don't look like they want to talk," Susan said. The first attack came without warning. Bright lights shot down from the ships. Where the lights hit, everything turned to glass. Buildings, cars, people, all became smooth, clear glass in seconds. New York was hit first. The light beam cut through the city like a knife through butter. Times Square became a field of glass statues. People who were walking, talking, living, all turned to glass in one moment. Jake watched from space as the beams hit city after city. London, Tokyo, Los Angeles, Chicago. Bright lights fell from the sky and turned everything to glass. Each beam lasted only a few seconds, but when it was over, millions of people were gone. "We have to do something," Jake said to Tony. Tony was already working on the weapons. The space station had guns, but they were small compared to the alien ships. "I'm trying, Jake. Our weapons are like throwing rocks at a tank." Down on Earth, Lisa Hayes was in a deep bunker under a mountain. She was in charge of Earth's defense. She had trained for war with other countries, but never with aliens. Her screen showed the damage. 27 cities were gone. Over 50 million people were dead. "All units fire everything you have," Lisa ordered. Fighter jets flew up from bases around the world. Ships in the ocean fired missiles. Soldiers on the ground shot their biggest guns. All the weapons hit the alien ships, but nothing happened. The dark metal did not even get scratched. Kevin was in his lab basement when the light hit New York above him. The building shook, and all the lights went out. He could hear glass breaking everywhere. When he climbed up to look outside, he saw a world made of glass. Cars, trees, buildings, everything was clear and smooth. Susan was in her lab in Colorado. She was lucky. The aliens had not hit her city yet. She watched on TV as the world ended. But Susan was smart. She started to think about how the alien weapons worked. "Kevin, can you hear me?" Susan said into her radio. "I'm here. New York is gone. Everything is glass," Kevin answered. "I'm looking at the readings from the attacks. These weapons change matter at a basic level. They're using some kind of energy field," Susan said. Jake and Tony were still in space, but not for long. One of the alien ships was coming toward them. It was much bigger up close. Jake could see details on its surface, lines and patterns that hurt his eyes to look at. "Tony, we need to leave." "Now," Jake said. They got into a small ship and flew away just as the alien ship reached their station. A light beam shot out and turned the whole station to glass. Jake and Tony escaped, but barely. The alien ships finished their attack and flew back up into space. They left Earth burning and broken. Cities were gone. Governments were destroyed. The military was scattered, but some people were still alive. Lisa Hayes was still in her bunker. Kevin was in his basement lab. Susan was in Colorado. Jake and Tony were flying in a small ship above the ruins. All around the world, people were hiding in basements, caves, and bunkers. The aliens thought they had won. They thought humans were weak and stupid. They were wrong. Humans had something the aliens did not understand. When things got bad, humans got creative. When they were hurt, they got angry. When they were scared, they worked together. The war was just beginning. 3 days after the attack, people started coming out of hiding. The alien ships were gone, but they had left pieces behind. When their weapons hit things, small parts of the ships broke off and fell to the ground. Ryan Davis was a soldier. He was in a bunker when the aliens attacked. Now he was walking through what used to be Denver. Everything was glass and broken metal. But Ryan was looking for something special, pieces of the alien ships. There, Ryan said to himself. He found a chunk of dark metal the size of a basketball. It was smooth and warm to the touch. Ryan put it in his bag and kept looking. Susan Clark was still in her lab in Colorado. She had power from backup batteries. When Ryan brought her the alien metal, she got very excited. "This is amazing," Susan said. She put the metal under her machines and started to study it. "Ryan, this metal is not like anything we have on Earth. It can hold energy and release it in patterns." Kevin Walsh had made it out of New York. He walked for 2 days to reach Susan's lab. His face was dirty and his clothes were torn, but he was alive. He carried a bag full of alien pieces. "Susan, I think these pieces are talking to each other," Kevin said. "When I put 2 pieces close together, they make a humming sound." Susan looked at the pieces Kevin brought. She put them on her table and watched her machines. The readings were incredible. "Kevin, you're right. These pieces are connected somehow. They share information. All over the world, other people were finding alien pieces." Lisa Hayes sent teams out from her bunker to collect as much as they could. The pieces were everywhere. In the glass cities, in the forests, in the oceans. Jake Morrison and Tony Martinez had landed their small ship near Susan's lab. They were tired and scared, but they wanted to help. Tony was good with machines and Jake was good at leading people. "What can we do?" Jake asked Susan. "Help me understand how this alien technology works," Susan said. "I think we can learn to use it." For the next 2 weeks, they worked day and night. Susan studied the metal. Kevin studied how the pieces talked to each other. Tony tried to connect alien pieces to human machines. Jake organized teams to find more pieces. The breakthrough came when Susan tried something crazy. She touched one of the alien pieces while it was connected to her computer. The metal felt warm, then hot, then it started to glow. Suddenly, Susan could see things in her mind. She saw the alien ship. She saw how it worked. She saw how the weapons were made. The alien piece was showing her its memories. "Guys, come here," Susan called out. Her voice was shaking. "I can see inside the alien technology. The metal is alive somehow. It remembers everything." Kevin touched another piece. His eyes went wide. "I can see their language. I can understand how they think." But touching the alien metal was dangerous. It made people sick. Some people who touched it for too long fell down and never woke up. Susan and Kevin could only touch the pieces for a few minutes at a time. Tony found a way to make it safer. He built a machine that let people connect to the alien metal without touching it directly. The machine used electricity to make the connection. "This is better," Tony said. "Now we can learn from the alien pieces, without getting sick." Lisa Hayes came to visit the lab. She was impressed by what the team had learned, but she was also worried. The aliens would come back. They always came back to finish what they started. "How long do we have?" Lisa asked. Kevin had learned to read the alien memories. "The aliens think we are all dead. They will come back in about 2 months to take anything useful from Earth." 2 months, Lisa said. "Can we be ready in 2 months?" Susan looked at the alien pieces on her table. "I think so. But we need more people. We need more labs. We need everyone working together." Lisa nodded. "I'll send word to every survivor base. We'll share everything we learn." The work began in secret bases all over the world. In caves, in bunkers, in hidden labs, humans studied alien technology. They learned how to read the alien language. They learned how the alien ships worked. They learned how to make alien weapons. Helen White was a teacher before the attack. Now she was helping coordinate research teams around the world. She used old radio equipment to talk to scientists in other countries. "London team, what have you learned?" Helen asked into her radio. "We've figured out how their engines work," came the answer. "The aliens use energy fields to push against space itself." "Tokyo team, how about you?" "We've learned to copy their metal. We can make small amounts of it now." Every day brought new discoveries. The aliens used quantum energy, the power that held atoms together. Their ships could move faster than light, by bending space around them. Their weapons could change matter from one form to another. But the most important discovery came from a team in Australia. They found that human brains could control alien technology better than alien brains could. The alien pieces responded to human thoughts in ways they never responded to alien thoughts. "This changes everything," Susan said when she heard the news. "The aliens made technology that works better for us than for them." Julie Barnes was a pilot before the attack. Now she was testing the first human ship with alien parts. The ship was small, but it could fly faster than any human ship ever built. "It feels alive," Julie said over the radio. "The ship knows what I want to do before I even think it." 2 months was not much time, but humans worked like they had never worked before. They shared ideas instantly around the world. They built new machines every day. They learned alien science in weeks that had taken the aliens thousands of years to develop. The aliens had made one big mistake. They thought humans were just animals. They thought humans could not learn or adapt. They were wrong. When the alien ships returned to finish destroying Earth, they found something waiting for them that they never expected. They found humans who had taken alien technology and made it better. They found an enemy that learned faster than they could fight. The second battle for Earth was about to begin. 6 months later, Earth looked very different. Where cities used to be made of glass, new buildings made of human and alien materials reached toward the sky. Humans had learned to fix the damage the aliens caused, and they had built new things that were better than before. Jake Morrison stood on the bridge of a ship that was twice the size of the old space station. The ship was called the New Hope, and it was the first big human ship built with alien technology. Jake was now an admiral in charge of the human space fleet. "Tony, are the new weapons ready?" Jake asked. Tony Martinez was the chief engineer of the whole fleet now. "Better than ready, Jake. These weapons can destroy alien ships with one shot, and our shields can stop anything they fire at us." The human fleet was not big, but it was powerful. 50 ships that could move faster than fight and fight better than anything the aliens had. Each ship was controlled by a human crew that could think and adapt faster than alien computers. Lisa Hayes had been busy too. She was now in charge of Earth's defense and Earth's attack forces. The plan she had made was simple, but dangerous. Humans would not wait for the aliens to come back. They would go find the aliens first. "The alien data shows us where their main bases are," Lisa told the fleet commanders. "We're going to hit them before they can organize a big attack on Earth." Kevin Walsh had become an expert on alien culture. What he learned from the captured ships made him sad and angry. The aliens call themselves the Zolari. They've been destroying young civilizations for over 10,000 years. They think other species are like insects. Susan Clark had built amazing new technologies by mixing human and alien science. "I figured out how to make our ships invisible to their sensors, and I've designed weapons that can attack their network directly." The most important discovery came from studying alien prisoners. When Sam Phillips captured alien ships, some aliens were still alive. Amy Rodriguez learned to communicate with them using the network technology. "The aliens don't understand individuals," Amy explained. "They all think the same thoughts at the same time. When one alien learns something, they all know it instantly. But that also means when one alien gets confused, they all get confused." Dr. Walsh had an idea that sounded crazy but might work. What if we could put human thoughts into their network? What if we could make them think like humans instead of like aliens? Helen White was now coordinating research on dozens of worlds. The humans had found other planets that the aliens had attacked. Some had survivors hiding underground. Others had ruins that contained useful technology. "We're not alone," Helen reported. "There are other species that have been fighting the aliens for centuries. They want to help us." One of these species was called the Keth. They looked like large cats that walked on two legs. The Keth had been hiding from the aliens for 300 years. When they saw humans fighting aliens with captured alien ships, they came out of hiding. "Your species learns very fast," said Keth leader Zara. "In 1 year you have done what took us 50 years to accomplish." The Keth shared maps of alien space and information about alien weaknesses. They also had warriors who wanted to fight alongside humans. Chris Baker was now commanding a mixed fleet of human and Keth ships. The aliens have 12 major bases in this part of space. If we can destroy those bases, we can stop them from building more ships. The first human attack on an alien base surprised everyone, including the humans. Alex Turner led 20 fighters against a base that was supposed to have strong defenses. Instead, they found the aliens were not ready for war. "The base shields are down," Alex reported. "The aliens inside are running around like they don't know what to do." Nina Foster led the ground assault team. They captured the base in 2 hours. "These aliens have never been attacked before. They don't know how to defend themselves." The captured alien base contained incredible information. The aliens had detailed records of every species they had destroyed. They had maps of the entire galaxy. And they had the locations of their home worlds. "Look at this," Kevin said, pointing to an alien star map. "The aliens control over 2,000 star systems. They have millions of ships, but they're all spread out across the galaxy." Tony Martinez studied the alien fleet data. "Their ships are old. Most of them were built hundreds of years ago. They haven't improved their technology because they never needed to." Susan Clark made the most important discovery. "The aliens have a central command network. All their ships and bases are connected to computers on their home world. If we can attack that network, we can shut down their entire empire." But the alien homeworld was far away, and it was heavily defended. Getting there would require a long and dangerous journey through alien space. Julie Barnes volunteered to lead the long-range mission. "My ship is the fastest we have. I can get a small team to the alien homeworld before they know we're coming." The plan was risky. Julie's team would travel through alien space using captured alien ships. They would pretend to be aliens until they reached the homeworld. Then they would attack the central network and shut down the alien empire forever. Sam Phillips would lead the ground team. "We'll need to get inside their most protected building and take control of their main computers." It sounds impossible, but so did everything else we've done. As the human fleet prepared for the final mission, aliens were preparing too. The main alien fleet had finally reached Earth's solar system, but they found it empty. Humans had evacuated to secret bases in other star systems. The alien admiral was confused. "Where are the humans? Our sensors show no life on Earth." What the aliens didn't know was that Earth was a trap. Lisa Hayes had filled the planet with automated weapons and bombs. When the alien fleet got close, Earth would explode like a giant mine. "All ships move away from Earth," Lisa ordered. "Let the aliens come to us." The alien fleet approached Earth carefully. They expected to find a broken planet with scattered human survivors. Instead, they found a planet that was waiting to fight back. When the alien ships were close enough, Earth's hidden weapons fired all at once. Missiles shot up from the ground. Energy beams fired from hidden bases. The planet itself became a weapon. The alien fleet was destroyed in the first minute. The rest tried to escape, but human ships were waiting for them in space. "Now they know how it feels," Jake Morrison said as he watched alien ships burn. But the real battle was just beginning. Julie Barnes and her team were already on their way to the alien homeworld. If they succeeded, the war would be over. If they failed, humans would have to fight the entire alien empire. Either way, the aliens would learn that attacking Earth was the biggest mistake they had ever made. The alien ships came back exactly when Kevin said they would. But this time, Earth was ready. Alex Turner sat in the cockpit of a ship that looked like nothing humans had ever built before. Half of it was human technology. Half was alien. Ship was small and fast, and it felt like wearing a glove that fit perfectly. "All fighters, this is Alex. The alien ships are coming through the clouds. Remember your training," Alex said into his radio. 24 human fighters rose up from hidden bases around Earth. They moved like birds, quick and smooth. The alien ships were still huge and dark, but now humans had ships that could match them. Nina Foster was flying right next to Alex. She had been a race car driver before the aliens came. Now she was piloting a ship that could move faster than light. "Alex, I see 12 alien ships just like last time," Nina said. "But something is different. They're moving slower." Kevin Walsh was on the ground watching through a telescope. He had learned to read alien signals. "Nina's right. The aliens are confused. They expected to find a dead planet, but they see our ships." The first alien ship fired its weapon at Alex's fighter. The bright beam shot through space, but Alex was already gone. His ship moved so fast it looked like it disappeared and reappeared somewhere else. "Missed me," Alex said. He fired back with his own weapon. The alien ship's dark metal started to glow and crack. Chris Baker was coordinating the attack from a command ship. He could see all the human fighters and all the alien ships on his screens. Fighter Group 2, hit the big ship on the left. Fighter Group 3, protect the space stations. The space battle was like a dance. Human ships moved in patterns the aliens could not predict. When an alien ship fired, 3 human ships would attack it from different directions. When the aliens tried to group together, human ships would split up and attack from everywhere at once. But the real surprise was on the ground. Amy Rodriguez had built a new kind of weapon based on Kevin's discoveries. The aliens used their brains like a big computer network. All the aliens could talk to each other instantly through space. "Amy, are you ready?" Lisa Hayes asked from the command bunker. "Ready, Admiral." "Turning on the jammer now," Amy said. Amy's machine sent out signals that mixed up the alien brain network. Suddenly, the aliens could not talk to each other. Each alien ship was alone, confused and scared. The alien ships started to make mistakes. They fired at each other by accident. They flew into each other. Some ships just stopped moving completely. "It's working," Kevin said. "The aliens don't know how to think by themselves. They've always been connected to their network." Sam Phillips was leading a team of soldiers in spacesuits. Their job was the most dangerous. They had to get inside an alien ship. Sam's team flew small ships right up to the biggest alien vessel. "Remember, once we're inside, the gravity will be different. These aliens are bigger than us," Sam told his team. They cut a hole in the alien ship's side and climbed in. Inside, the ship was dark and warm. Strange lights moved along the walls. The air smelled like metal and electricity. The aliens inside the ship were tall and thin, with long arms and big eyes, but they were moving slowly like they were sleepy. Amy's jammer was working on them too. "They can't coordinate," Sam said. "Move fast before they figure out what's happening." Sam's team took control of the alien ship's command center. Tony Martinez had taught them how to use alien controls. The human soldiers could make the alien ship do whatever they wanted. "Command, this is Sam. We have control of alien ship number 4, turning it against the others now." The captured alien ship started firing at its own kind. The other aliens were so confused they didn't know what to do. Their biggest ship was attacking them, and they couldn't understand why. Julie Barnes had the most important job. She was flying a special ship that could move very fast and carry a big weapon. Her target was the alien command ship, the one that controlled all the others. "Julie, you have 1 shot at this," Alex said over the radio. "Make it count." Julie's ship moved faster than anything in space. She flew straight at the command ship, dodging alien weapons and debris from the battle. When she was close enough, she fired a weapon that Susan Clark had designed. The weapon didn't just destroy the alien ship. It sent a signal through the alien network that shut down every alien system at once. All the alien ships stopped moving. Their weapons stopped firing. Their engines stopped running. "All alien ships are dead in space," Chris reported. "We did it. We actually did it." But Kevin was reading the alien signals and he found something troubling. Everyone, listen to me. These aliens are not the main fleet. They're just scouts. The real alien army is much bigger. The celebrations stopped. Lisa Hayes felt cold fear in her stomach. How much bigger, Kevin? Thousands of ships, maybe tens of thousands. And they know what happened here. They're coming. Alex landed his fighter on the captured alien command ship. Inside, he found computers full of information about the alien empire. What he learned made him angry. These aliens have been destroying planets for thousands of years, Alex told the others. They've killed billions of people on hundreds of worlds. They think it's fun. Susan Clark was already working on the captured alien technology. We can learn so much from these ships, their engines, their weapons, their computers. Everything is more advanced than ours. How long do we have before the main fleet arrives? Lisa asked Kevin. Kevin looked at the alien data. 6 months, maybe 8. Tony Martinez was excited despite the danger. 6 months is enough time. Look at how much we learned in 2 months. Imagine what we can do with 6 months and actual alien ships to study. The humans had won their first real battle against the aliens, but they knew it was just the beginning. The aliens had underestimated humans once. They would not make that mistake again, but humans had learned something important too. Alien technology was not magic. It could be understood, copied, and improved. And humans were very good at improving things. We're not just going to defend Earth anymore, Lisa Hayes said. We're going to make sure these aliens never hurt anyone again. The real war was about to begin. Julie Barnes and her team had been traveling through alien space for 3 weeks. Their ship looked like an alien scout vessel from the outside, but inside it was full of human technology. Sam Phillips and his soldiers were ready for the most important mission in human history. There it is, Julie said, looking at the alien homeworld through her ship's windows. Zalari Prime. The planet was beautiful and terrible at the same time. It was covered in dark metal cities that stretched up into the clouds. Millions of alien ships moved around the planet like insects around a nest. This was the center of an empire that had destroyed thousands of worlds. Kevin Walsh was monitoring alien communications from the ship. They're talking about the attack on Earth. They can't understand how humans fought back so well. They're scared. Good, Sam said. Scared enemies make mistakes. The plan was simple, but dangerous. Julie would land the ship near the central command building. Sam's team would get inside and take control of the alien network. Then Kevin would use the network to send a special signal to every alien in the galaxy. But Kevin's signal was not designed to destroy the aliens. It was designed to change them. The signal will force them to experience the memories of every species they've destroyed, Kevin explained. They'll feel what their victims felt. They'll understand what they've done. Susan Clark had helped design the signal before the team left Earth. Aliens share consciousness through their network. If we can put guilt and empathy into that network, it will spread to every alien instantly. The ship landed at a spaceport near the central command building. Alien guards came to inspect it, but they saw an alien crew thanks to disguise technology Helen White had developed. The guards let them pass without question. So far, so good, Julie whispered into her radio. Sam and his team walked through the alien city wearing alien clothing. The real aliens were tall and thin with gray skin and big black eyes. They moved slowly and rarely talked to each other because they could share thoughts through their network. The central command building was a massive tower that reached into the clouds. Inside, thousands of aliens worked at computers that controlled the entire empire. None of them noticed when Sam's team entered the building. These aliens really don't pay attention to individuals, Sam said quietly. They're only aware of the group mind. Tony Martinez had studied the alien building plans. He guided Sam's team through the building to the main computer room. Take the elevator to floor 97. The main network core is there. The main computer room was huge. Alien computers lined the walls from floor to ceiling. In the center was a glowing sphere that pulsed with energy. This was the heart of the alien network, the machine that connected every alien mind in the galaxy. There it is, Kevin said, the central node. If I can connect to that, I can reach every alien everywhere. But as Sam's team approached the computer, alarms started going off. The aliens had finally realized that humans were in their most important building. "We've been discovered," Sam said. "Everyone get ready to fight." Alien guards came running into the computer room. They were tall and strong, but they moved predictably because they all thought the same thoughts. Sam's team had trained to fight, enemies who could coordinate perfectly, and they were ready. The battle in the computer room was short but intense. Human soldiers moved in ways the aliens couldn't predict. While Sam and his soldiers fought the guards, Kevin ran to the main computer and connected his equipment. "I'm in," Kevin said. "But the aliens are trying to shut down the network. I only have a few minutes." Kevin's signal began to spread through the alien network. On alien ships across the galaxy, aliens suddenly stopped what they were doing. They were experiencing something they had never felt before, the pain and fear of their victims. On alien worlds, millions of aliens fell to their knees as they felt the death of entire civilizations. They experienced the last moments of every planet they had destroyed. They felt the terror of parents watching their children die. They felt the despair of the last survivors of extinct species. Alex Turner was watching the battle from his ship, in orbit around the alien homeworld. "Something's happening to the alien fleet. Their ships are just floating in space. No one's flying them." The alien empire was collapsing from within. Aliens who had never questioned their actions were suddenly overwhelmed by guilt and horror. The network that had made them strong was now making them suffer. But some aliens were fighting back. On the alien homeworld, military leaders were trying to cut their connection to the network. They sent more soldiers to stop Kevin's signal. "Kevin, you need to hurry," Sam said, firing at advancing alien guards. "We can't hold them much longer." "Almost done," Kevin said. His hands moved quickly over the alien controls. "I'm uploading the final part of the signal now." The final part of Kevin's signal was the most important. It didn't just make the aliens feel guilty. It made them understand what love and compassion meant. For the first time in their history, aliens began to care about other living beings. Across the galaxy, the change was immediate and complete. Alien ships that were attacking other worlds suddenly stopped. Alien soldiers threw down their weapons. Alien leaders shut down their war machines. On the alien homeworld, the guards in the computer room stopped fighting. They looked at Sam and his team with new understanding in their eyes. "We are sorry," one of the alien guards said in broken human language. "We did not know. We did not understand." Kevin finished uploading his signal and stepped back from the computer. "It's done. Every alien in the galaxy now has empathy and conscience. They can't be genocidal monsters anymore." Julie landed her ship outside the command building to pick up the team. As they flew away from the alien homeworld, they could see aliens gathering in the streets, but they weren't gathering to fight. They were gathering to mourn for all the lives they had taken. Back at Earth, Lisa Hayes received a message that she had been hoping to hear for months. "Admiral Hayes, this is Kevin Walsh. Mission accomplished. The alien empire is finished. They're not our enemies anymore." The war was over, but not because one side had destroyed the other. It was over because humans had found a way to change their enemies into friends. In the years that followed, aliens worked hard to make up for what they had done. They helped rebuild the worlds they had destroyed. They shared their technology with the species they had hurt. They learned to live peacefully with others. The galaxy was safer because humans had been hit first, but had ensured it would be the aliens' last attack on anyone. Years later, Jake Morrison stood on the bridge of a ship exploring new parts of the galaxy. Human and alien crews worked side by side, looking for new worlds and new friends. "It's funny," Jake said to Tony Martinez. "The aliens thought destroying Earth would be easy. Instead, it was the hardest thing they ever tried to do." Tony smiled. "They learned that humans don't give up, and they learned that sometimes the best way to win a war is to make your enemies stop wanting to fight." The title had come true in the best possible way. Earth was hit first, but through humanity's response, it became the last world anyone would ever attack. The galaxy was at peace, and humans had earned their place as protectors and teachers rather than conquerors. The war was over, and everybody had won.